Uganda's manufacturing sector says it is facing growing pressure from illegal and informal market players that continue to undercut compliant businesses. Industry leaders warn that the spread of counterfeit and unregulated products is distorting competition while putting government revenue and consumer safety at risk.
30% of medicine, 1 in 3 of the drugs that you might be consuming has a risk of being illicit. These are not just statistics, they are direct threats to Vision 2040 and our ambition of a $500 billion economy in 15 years.
Manufacturers are now urging government to strengthen enforcement and adopt strategies used by neighboring countries to curb illicit trade.
Regional peers, like our neighbors, have shown a determined enforcement works. That determined enforcement works. Kenya's anti-counterfeit authority, backed by a national action plan, multi-agency operations and digital track and trace systems for excisable goods, has conducted major seizures and strengthened formal market share through real-time production monitoring. Uganda cannot afford to lag behind. We must urgently strengthen enforcement capacity across URA, UNBS, and law enforcement, deploy mandatory nationwide track and trace technologies in high-risk sectors, streamline interagency coordination, and impose truly deterrent penalties.
Recent reports by the Uganda Revenue Authority and the Uganda Bureau of Statistics show that illicit products account for 67% of the alcohol market, valued at about 6 trillion shillings, as well as 40% of cement and 30% of pharmaceuticals on the market, suggesting that the scale of the challenge is far deeper than it appears.
Even those who are existing, we still continue to have some issues with standards. So as manufacturers, as we dialogue, can you also think about how to improve standards? Because we spend money to enforce standards. We spend money in the budget to enforce standards.
Ronah Nahabwe, NTV Business.